Well, greetings interwebs. Today, I thought I'd talk about our old friend, the humble ramen noodle. Yeah, ramen noodles get a pretty bad rap in this country as poverty food or, just starving students eat it. But there's a lot more to ramen noodles than just that. Other parts of the world, this is a mainstay of, every day. You don't think only of spaghetti, but basically that and spaghetti is kind of the same thing. And I'm going to show you today just some things you can do with ramen noodles that you might not have thought of before, and give you some ideas on other things you can do with them. And you'll look at ramen noodles in a different light after this, so stay with me. So of course we're dealing with ramen, but not just plain old ramen. You're going to add stuff to it. Like, you want some chicken, cook up with it. You can do that Spam. Today I'm going to be doing pork, but you can also do bacon. I made ramen last night with sandwich meat. And it doesn't have to be just plain ramen. Now these I get at the Oriental Market. This particular one I eat at work all the time. That creamy shrimp and tom yum flavor. Oh, this is so good. It has dehydrated vegetables that'll come back to life when you boil it. It makes a creamy sauce. And of course we'll have some eggs, and some scallions, and some fresh chopped spinach. And now as far as the sauces go, now the sweet soy sauce, that's just me, but you have to get that at the Oriental Market. But the regular soy sauce, teriyaki, hoisin sauce, sriracha, you can get those at Winn-Dixie, just your regular grocery store. And like I said, I'm not doing all these things, I just wanted to give you some ideas of what you can do with ramen. You don't have to just boil them and eat them and be bored. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to oil the pan, heat it up. I've already chopped up my pork, so get it started. Today we're not going to use my favorite spoon. Aww. I know, sorry. Use a little spatula for this. Okay. Here we have my favorite, minced garlic. You know what, I love that. Big, nice dollop. If anybody ever tells you that's too much, smack them. A little bit of soy sauce. This is just to get the pork cooked. This is pork, so you want to make sure you cook it thoroughly. Half done pork, no, that's no bueno. Okay, now that our pork is getting close to ready, we're going to get our pot of water, get it started boiling. Okay. Woo! Now we'll take our pork. You can either dump it out in another container, or in my case, I have a big skillet. I can just set it aside. Stick it off to the side of the pan. Next up, breaking a couple of eggs. Woo! Those got 2 yolks. That's cool. You don't see that all that often. And that one has 2 yolks. 2 dual yolk eggs in a row. What are the odds? That crazy or what? Anyway, You know you have to have, garlic salt. Sprinkle a little garlic salt over the eggs. Just a bit, just some flavoring. Turn the flame up a bit more. We're basically going to scramble these guys. Okay, our eggs are ready. You see here, I chopped up a couple of scallions, drop them in. And I chopped up a big handful of spinach, then drop it in. Now we just start stirring it all together. Another thing you can do, if you feel so inclined, is drop in a big bowl full of rice, stir it up, and you've basically got fried rice. Okay, that's looking good. Everything's cooked. Everything's mixed and everything's well seasoned. So I'm going to cut the flame off and cover it. It'll sit there and stay warm while we wait to make the noodles. Ramen noodles, as soon as the water boils, like 2 minutes. Okay, so our water's boiling. That's good. Now I like to take one of the little seasoning packs from the ramen and dump in a little chicken flavor. Just, why not? Okay, I got 2 packs of ramen. Make sure you don't dump the seasoning pack into the water. Make sure you take it out of the package first. Okay, that's 2 packs. Like the little thing with these finger things on makes it easier to work with pasta and water. We don't want to overcook them. We just want to let them sit in the water for just a couple of minutes until they can break up, but not till they're mushy. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to break up those bricks of ramen. That's it. It's ready. We're just going to drain it. That's the steam. Here we have our pan full of stuff we cooked earlier. Dump our noodles in with it. Now this, personal taste, I like a little bit of hot sauce. And as far as hot sauce go, I like the sriracha, like I said before. It's thick, like ketchup, so it sticks. Whereas your regular hot sauces are runny like water and they just, well, run. We don't want to get too crazy, just, there, that's plenty. Just enough to taste, but not enough to burn your mouth. And the sweet soy. It's thick like a syrup. But it's just, well, sweet soy. It's got great flavor to it. Now we just mix it all together. When I originally started making these cooking shows, I said I wanted to make them for people who have, fairly limited cooking skills. Show them how to make simple things they can make around the house with easy ingredients and feed the family wholesome, nutritious meals on a budget. You see, there's definitely nothing expensive in this. Even the meat, that pork was buy one, get one free at Winn-Dixie. There. And how healthy you reckon this is? Fresh meat, fresh vegetables, and there's a whole big pan full of it. Some noodles, and some of the pork and the eggs and the vegetables and stuff go with it. It's definitely better than just opening a can of Chef Boyardee, right? There you go. That's how you do ramen noodles. That'll be lunch for me, and then I guess probably supper later too, because I made a lot of it, and it's just me here by myself. So, on that happy and healthy note, be seeing you. You know, when I was staying in Taiwan, I ate ramen, probably every day. You can't help but get hooked on the stuff. It's just, just so good.